Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Behind me we have a rare Nuvola Blue GTV V6. It's quite a high mileage one. It's done nearly 142,000 miles. So let's get it on the ramp and see how it's holding up. Quick look at the interior. For 142,000 miles, those seats are in a remarkable condition, and you will also notice a very rare feature on GTVs. Yes, it has heated electric seats, which is probably one of the most desirable options to get on a GTV. I mean, these are the rocking horse poop. You don't see them very often in the UK at all. And the only time I ever have seen them is on the Nuvola Blue GTVs, which is uncanny. I mean, the rest of the interior, you know, it's all there. There's not much wear considering the mileage it's done. I have had the vehicle MOT'd as soon as it came in the unit before I looked at it, and that's what it's failed on. I would probably say it's failed on a little bit more than what it's been MOT'd on, but I think the customer got off very lightly with that there. Now, I'm not really going to talk much about the bodywork because it does need some TLC. We'll have a little look over the front end, and then later in the video I will go around the underside and the rear of the car to tell you what condition it's in. Quick look at the front end here. So the colour itself is beautiful. It is one of my favourite Alfa colours, but it is getting a little bit worn with age. We've got lack of peel on the wing mirrors. Water's getting underneath here. We don't have any rust around the windscreen, which is good. A few stone chips. Bonnet is in pretty good condition, but it is peppered with stone chips. Same with the front bumper. Some deep marks there. Some more up here. I think the customer said something fell on it. More damage here. And again, it's all pretty good under there. Now let's have a look at the engine. It's the first time I've popped the bonnet on it. You know, it's not in too bad of a condition. Yes, it's dirty. The coolant bottle is extremely yellowed. Some rust going on the suspension turret back here, but hopefully it's nothing too bad. Intake pipe is probably okay. Not too much rust on the pipes. Everything's present and accounted for. Even the engine cover, cam belt cover, is in a nice state. Missing one of the side covers there. All in all, that doesn't appear to be too bad. Aircon radiator looks okay from what I can see up top. And I can't really see much of the radiator in this light. So I was told by the customer that I think the cam belt hasn't been done in probably 10 years. So I'm not really going to start it just in case something does go wrong. So I'm going to try and limit moving it about while it's on the ramp. It can probably stay there until the cam belt's done. Front suspension and inner arches don't look too bad, to be honest. Can't see any major rust there at all. Fair old bit of stone chipping on the front of the sill. Rust coming through here. A dink up here. It's like a dink there as well. We've got rust coming through all the way along here and all the way along the back there. It's going to be all the way underneath here as well, and it is. So taking these arch liners off, I reckon it's going to be quite bad underneath there as well. And take the side skirts off to see how bad it is there. Good point is, it looks as though the wheels have been refurbished or been well looked after. A little scrape on the rear bumper there. Oh dear, yeah, you haven't seen this bit on camera yet. Yeah, we're rusty all the way behind here. Another dent here. All that there. And the best bit, oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Yeah, so underneath these side skirts, I bet it's not going to be very healthy at all. Oh, yeah, I'm going to stop messing at that now because I could pick at that all day. And just looking behind, just getting in behind here now, we've got some rust coming through there. That's going to need some welding. It looks as though it's been patched before, to be honest, twice in fact. Let's turn the wheel around and see what the other side's like. Brake pipe is quite rusty there. So, as good as it looked before it got in the air, it's looking rather, nasty underneath. Going to require a nice little bit of TLC underneath the floor and on the rear quarters, and it's going to be the sills as well. I reckon once we take that skirt off, there's going to be holes underneath there as well. So when I get back to the customer, we shall see how much he wants to do and what he wants doing. Let's start on the underside now. Radiator support is rather crusty. The oil cooler pipes are starting to get rather rusty as well. No oil leaks really on the left hand side of the engine. We do have an oil leak from the gearbox, or it might be higher up. It does look as though it could be higher up. The front exhaust pipes are very rusty indeed, and it wouldn't surprise me if they are holed as well, so they're going to want changing. But the part which isn't going to be fun is the fact that there's not much left on all these bolts here, so they're all going to need to be grinded off or drilled out. And probably the same with these up here too. So that's going to be a nice challenge. We've got a broken drive shaft gator. Surprisingly enough, the wishbones are okay. The anti-roll bar link has probably been changed reasonably recently. Brake hose looks okay, although twisted. So that should have been failure on the MOT as well. That should have been yet another failure on the MOT list. This drive shaft all looks okay. It does look a bit wet there though. Nope, there's no hole. Got a brake pipe there. See, no twisted brake hose that side. The brakes are all okay. I have checked the pads from the other side. There's plenty of life on those pads. We do have a broken gator there somewhere because I can see fluid at the top, and it's also been flung around the wheel. So there's got to be a hole there somewhere, but I can't see it. There we go, it's coming out the side there, look, by the look of it. The front subframe appears to be okay from what I can see at the moment. A few little crusty spots of rust. The chassis strengtheners could do with a little bit of TLC, and oh, they're not good. The fuel pipes are extremely rusty indeed, so they won't be long until they're leaking. Is that a hole there, or is that just that's the outer case in there, so we haven't got to worry about that. Floor pan, very crusty, crust sills, no holes that I've spotted yet, although here might be about ready to get some holes. Yeah, let's just grab my screwdriver. Well, screwdriver didn't go through, that's a good sign. Oh, holes here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it must have been sitting for a good few years, this had. It is not looking that special. Oh, you know, the good sign is that it's not gone on the normal spots. Yeah, we'll clean those up and see how bad they are once they've been fully cleaned up. Right, next, rear subframe. Brake lines have been replaced at some point. The rear anti-roll bar is rather rusty as well. Spring pans and dog legs still have the original bushes in, so they're going to be cream crackered. Oh, it's rusting all up there as well. And all on the boot floor. Don't know what they've done there, but it's all damaged there as well. Anti-roll bar links are really rusty as well. They're going to be past it. So look at the anti-roll bar. It's not looking good. So there we go. That was a quick look around this GTV V6. You guys let me know. Do you think it's worth saving? Do you think you might as well just scrap it? And somebody probably wants to buy those rear seats. I bet I'll have quite a few questions in the bottom saying, if you're scrapping it, I want those seats. Well, no, I actually believe he's going to be saving it. So I'm going to have a deeper look over it now, see what else that needs doing to it. Go to the customer and see what he wants to get done. And then you may see this featured more on the channel. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and give it a share as well. And I shall see you in the next one.